So this video is on algebraic fractions. Now A-level students learn more about algebraic fractions in year 2, but there's a tiny section in this chapter in year 1 that AS students also need to know about for algebraic fractions. So this video is just about the small part of year 1 that AS students also need to know about for algebraic fractions. I'll cover the rest of algebraic fractions that's just for A-level students and not for AS students when we get to chapter 1 of year 2. But this video is just on the algebraic fractions part in year 1 that AS students need to know, as well as A-level students. This is the only part of algebraic fractions that AS students need to know. And it's quite simple, luckily. Basically, if you have an algebraic fraction, so this means that you have an algebraic expression in the numerator of the fractions, for example, x squared minus 3x minus 4, and you have an algebraic expression in the denominator as well. So, for example, let's do x plus 1. This is an algebraic fraction because you have an algebraic expression in the numerator and denominator. You can simplify algebraic fractions by cancelling common terms. You can simplify algebraic fractions like this one by cancelling common terms that are both in the numerator and the denominator. And to help do this, you can factorise the numerator and the denominator to help you. So for example, let's do this algebraic fraction here. So what we're going to do is we're going to factorise the numerator to get it in its simplest form. So to do this, to factorise it, it will be x minus 4 x plus 1. If you think about it, because we've already talked about factorising, but because minus 4 times plus 1 will be minus 4, and then minus 4 plus 1 will be minus 3. So that's how you factorise this, the numerator up here, and this will all be over x plus 1. Well, we have a common term in the numerator and a common term in the denominator. We both have x plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator. This is you can think about this being in brackets as well if you want, but as it's on its own, that this is a common term as well. So therefore we can cancel out these two terms because they're common, and this just leaves us with x minus 4, and the denominator goes away. So we've simplified this, and you can actually write this algebraic fraction as just x minus 4, and you can do this by simplifying the algebraic fractions by cancelling common terms in the numerator and the denominator by factorising. Here's another algebraic fraction that we can simplify. We can factorise the numerator because x is common in all the terms, so we can factorise this and take x out. So we can do x, take x out, and then it will be x squared plus 7x plus 8 over x again. And therefore we can cancel out x in both the numerator and the denominator, so we've cancelled the common terms, and therefore we can just write this. The denominator will go to x squared plus 7x plus 8, and therefore we've simplified the algebraic fraction to just this. So let's do one final example. So we can simplify this algebraic fraction by factorising both the numerator and the denominator. So first of all, let's factorise the numerator, and if we factorise this, it's going to become x plus 3 x plus 2, and this would be over the denominator, which if we factorise this, it's a 2 at the front, so it becomes a tiny bit more difficult, but if we factorise this, it will become 2x plus 1 x plus 2. The 2x will be here because 2x times 2 become 4x, and then 1 times x will become just 1x, and then if you plus them together, that will give you the 5x. So now we've factorised both the numerator and the denominator, and we can see that there is a common term in the numerator and the denominator, which is the x plus 2. So we can cancel this, and therefore the algebraic fraction will now become x plus 3 over 2x plus 1. We don't have to write in brackets, and we can't simplify this anymore as there is no more common terms. There will still be a denominator in this example as we can't completely cancel out the entire denominator.